Good morning, students. How are you today? You tired? Why are you so tired so this early in the morning? Okay, you had a rough night. Alright. What about you, Sam? You doing great? That's wonderful. You're under the weather? Okay. Well, hopefully, as we proceed with our lesson today, you'll feel better. So, to begin our lesson, let's start with some observation skills. Look around this room. Look at the. Just look around. Don't say anything yet. I don't want you to say anything that you see, just right now. Look at the walls, the ceiling, what's on your desk, what's on the person sitting next to you. I want you to make a mental note of that. Okay, I'll give you 20 seconds to do that. Ready? Go. All right, 5 seconds remaining. All right, now I want you to tell me what you saw. You tell me what you saw and I'll write it. Whiteboard, pen, pencil. Okay. Whiteboard. What else did you see? Flag. Okay. Road. Okay. Happiness. You saw happiness? Okay. You saw a window. Okay. You saw Monday. All right. Okay. So look at this list. We have, oh, teacher. Okay. You saw a teacher. And you saw desks. Okay. All right. So let's look at our list. We've got whiteboard, pen, pencil, flag, road, happiness, window, Monday, teacher, and desks. Now, what do all of these words have in common? They're all things we find in a class. Yes, that's true. Well, but that would work mainly for desks, pencils, and so on. But what about happiness? Do you find happiness in a classroom? Can you see it? Can you touch it? Correct. You can see it, but you cannot touch it. Yes, Brenda. They're all words. Yes, they're all words. But I mean, everything we say is a word. So I'm looking for something more in depth. Would anyone else like to try? They're all objects? Well, they're not all objects. For example, Monday is not an object. Yes, Rohan. That is correct. There are people, places, and things. Very good, Rohan. Now, a teacher, as you know, is a person. Desks and flags are things. But what about happiness? We still haven't gotten to happiness. What about happiness? No, that's correct. Happiness is not a person or a place. It's an idea. Yes, it's an idea. Exactly. So let's say it together. This is our definition. Nouns are words that name a person, place, or thing. One more time. Nouns are words that name a person, place, or thing. Okay. Let's look at our list. I see the word road and I see the word Georgetown. Now, what's the difference between road and Georgetown? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Mark, go ahead. Yes, a road is a general name for what we walk and drive on, while Georgetown is a specific official name of a place. Would you like? Okay. Wonderful. Now, those proper nouns, on the other hand, you can look at them as VIPs. They name a specific one of a kind person, place, or thing. And always remember this, they always begin with a capital letter. For example, Rohan, that's her name. Now, proper nouns you can consider them to be VIPs. They're very important. They name a specific one of a kind person, place, or thing. And they always begin with a capital letter. Alright? Now, for example, Rohan, your name is Rohan, right? Regardless of where in a sentence your name appears, it will be capitalized, right? It will begin with a capital R. So names are proper nouns. Another example would be Georgetown, would be Guyana, would be the month June, right? Would be months of the year. Those are all proper nouns. Now let's start a few nouns from our list. Where would this go? Yes, Susan. Collective? No, not collective. Who else would like to try? Proper? You sound unsure. A desk would be a common noun. General would equal common, specific would equal proper. Okay? And proper nouns are the ones that will always be capitalized, whether they begin a sentence or not. Now let's go back. Okay. Now I'm going to say a word and I want you to, in your mind, picture what that means or what that would look like. Alright, are you ready? Picture the word flock. Flock. What did you picture? Did you picture a single bird or multiple birds? Many birds, right. A flock is a single word that names a group of things. Now, we call these collective nouns. They name a group of people, animals, or things as one unit. Okay? Now let's try a few more. If I say the word team, what comes to your mind? A group of players, yes. If I say class, what comes to mind? You? Okay, but this setting, right, okay, good. A group of students. If I say bunch, what comes to mind? Guineps, yes, a bunch of guineps, yes. Now, collective nouns can be kind of fun. So, a collective noun is a single word that represents a group of things. What are some words that would fall under the collective noun category? Anyone? Audience, yes. Class, yes, that's correct. Forest, that's very good. I was looking to see if anyone was going to say forest. People don't usually say forest, but that's a very good one. Now let's move on to abstract nouns. This one is a bit trickier, but it is simple. Because you can't see it, you cannot smell it, you cannot taste it. Alright, but it's there, it exists. Now, I can see that desk, I can see that chair, I can see that board. But what about happiness? We still haven't gotten to happiness. Can you see happiness? Can you smell happiness? Can you taste happiness? No one? Can anyone show me happiness? You can't show me happiness? You can't show me happiness? Okay. So, you can show the effect of happiness, but you can't pick happiness up. You can't put it in a cup. You can't smell it. You can't handle it. It is something that you can't put in your pocket, right? Abstract nouns are nouns that name ideas, feelings, qualities, or concepts that you cannot see, hold, or smell. You can't taste them either. Now, what's an abstract noun that you feel right now in this moment? Okay. Boredom? Okay, boredom. All right, that's one. Joy. Okay, thank you for that. Now, let's look at one more category quickly that shows up all the time. Look at these two words. Tooth. Tooth and brush. Right? Two words. What would happen if you put those two words together? Correct, you get toothbrush. Now, what would you call that? No, that won't be a collective. That would be a compound noun. Now, a compound noun is a noun made up of two or more words. Sometimes they're one word like toothbrush or laptop, notebook, or haircut. Sometimes there are two words like high school or post office. Sometimes they're hyphenated like mother-in-law, mother hyphen in hyphen law, right? Now let's make up one compound noun. Look around, what compound noun will come to mind? Overhead light, very good. Exactly. You just made a compound noun.
We're going to split into two teams and we're going to identify of the cards that show the proper, the abstract, the collective, and the common nouns, right? So I'm going to share all these flashcards here and you're going to place them according to their type, right? And then I'm going to put the 8 on the board and you're going to come and place them according to the type, right? Let's get started. We're now going to play a little game in which we take the flashcards that I gave you with the nouns and we're going to put it into the type of nouns. Example, proper, abstract, collective, and common. Say a word.
Company and class.
And then
Persisting in business.
make sure you
And
Oh my god,
book
pizza.
and love.
Okay, vocal love. Yes, miss.
good.
Anyways, uh-huh. Press the storm.
Next.
Christmas and theme.
Miss, the board go for the board.
Facebook.
Say the word. Good. Home baby.
Sky word.
Courage and teacher.
Courage teacher.
Yo.
And lastly,
Romel.
progress.
Harry. You the follow word.
So we have just completed the activity and as you can see the children have correctly placed the words in their correct type. So for our next activity children, I will be giving you a exercise in which you're going to now do sentences. Everybody know what sentences, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so you're now going to make sentences with the information that I'm going to put on it. Yes, children, so we're now going to move on to our second activity, which will be making sentences. So, in your books, you're going to make some sentences that contain the first one, 2 proper nouns, the second one abstract noun, the third one collective noun, and the fourth one, 3 common nouns.
Students are writing their work in their book in this part of the lesson. This has brought us to the end of the lesson. Here is where we recap with our students, asking them probing questions, what they have learned, and we collect their books, mark it, and we give homework.